Hey everyone. If you've ever felt a little, I don't know, overwhelmed by all this talk about cybersecurity, then this is for you. Today, we're just going to cut through all that noise. We're breaking down the simple, non-technical steps you can take to protect yourself online. I promise, no jargon, just easy habits that make a huge difference. Let's get started. So, what in the world is cybersecurity anyway? Well, put simply, it's all about protecting your digital life. Think about it. You wouldn't leave your house unlocked at night, right? Of course not. Cybersecurity is just like that. It's about putting a good, strong lock on your digital doors to keep your photos, your messages, and your money safe and sound.
All right, let's start by learning to spot some of the common tricks that scammers like to use. Now, the goal here isn't to make you scared or paranoid, not at all. It's about making you prepared. Because once you know what to look for, you can see these tricks coming from a mile away.
Okay, so the number one trick you gotta know about is something called phishing. You can think of it like a game of digital dress-up. A scammer sends you an email or a message, and they're pretending to be a company you totally know and trust, trying to trick you into handing over your personal info.
And you know, these tricks aren't just in your email anymore. Scams sent by text message, which they call smishing, are up by a whopping 328%. And even more wild, voice scams over the phone, or vishing, have just skyrocketed. You know that fake text about a package delivery? Or an urgent call about an unpaid road toll? Yep, that's exactly what we're talking about.
A lot of these scams have a few dead giveaways. First, they always try to create this fake sense of urgency. They want you to panic and act fast. Second, they might send you to a website that looks real, but there's a tiny, easy-to-miss typo in the web address. And the other two big weak spots, which we're going to talk about fixing in just a minute, are using weak passwords and being a little too careless on public Wi-Fi.
Okay, enough about the problems, right? Let's get to the solutions. And the best part is, staying safe online really isn't that complicated. It all comes down to a few simple habits that have a massive impact. Let's walk through them together. You've got this. Habit number 1. This is the foundation for everything. Using strong and unique passwords. This is your first and honestly your most important line of defense for every single one of your online accounts. Now, when I say strong, you're probably picturing something impossible to remember, like a random string of letters and symbols. But actually, the modern way to do it is to use a passphrase. You just string together a few random unrelated words. It's way more secure and, believe it or not, so much easier for you to remember. Just make sure it's different for each of your important accounts.
So, a strong password is your first lock. But for your really important accounts, like your email or your bank, you need a second one. And that brings us to habit number 2, which is your secret weapon, two-step login. It's also called multi-factor authentication. If you only do one thing after hearing this, please make it this one.
So how does it work? Well, normally, you just have your password. That's one lock on the door. With two-step login, you need your password plus a special temporary code that gets sent to your phone. It's like adding a second, high-tech deadbolt that only you can open. And if you're wondering if that second lock is really worth it, listen to this. Microsoft found that just by turning on two-step login, you can block, get ready for it, 99.9% of automated attacks. That is a massive amount of protection from one tiny change in your settings.
Our third habit has less to do with technology and more to do with just taking a breath. It's this simple. Think before you click. Scammers are counting on you to act without thinking. Taking just a 2-second pause to ask yourself, wait, does this look right? Can save you a world of trouble.
Okay, you know those annoying update notifications you're always getting on your phone or computer? The ones we all love to ignore? Let's try to think about them differently. See them as a security patch, like a digital repair kit. Developers find these little security holes and send out these kits to fix them before a criminal can sneak through.
And that brings us right to habit number 4. Keep your devices and your apps updated. Don't put off those notifications. You know what's even better? Go into your settings right now and turn on automatic updates. It's one of the easiest set-it-and-forget-it ways to stay protected. And finally, habit number 5. Just be a little more mindful when you're on public Wi-Fi. You know that free connection at the coffee shop or the airport is super convenient, but it's often not very secure. It's really best to avoid doing anything sensitive, like online banking, when you're connected to it. Okay, now to see how all these pieces actually fit together, let's walk through a real-world scam story. This should help make all these ideas we've been talking about feel a lot more real.
So, I want you to imagine this. Your phone rings. It's a number you don't recognize. You answer, and there's a frantic voice on the other end. What's your first reaction?
The voice on the line says they're with the police. They tell you a loved one is in serious trouble, and they need you to send a large amount of money for bail, right now. You see how they're using that fear and urgency we talked about earlier?
This is a textbook phishing or voice phishing attack. Their entire strategy is to make you panic. They want to scare you so much that you stop thinking logically and just react based on pure emotion. So what's the smart defense? It's a really simple 3-step playbook. First, just stay calm. That's the exact opposite of what they want. Second, hang up the phone. Don't argue, don't give them any info, just end the call. And third, verify. Call that family member directly or go online, find the official phone number for the police department, and call them yourself to see if the story is real. As we start to wrap up, I really want to leave you with the most important idea of this whole explainer. When it comes to your online safety, you are your own best defense. This is not about being a tech genius. It's just about being aware.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This idea is backed up by security experts. As the team at Sovereign puts it, you don't need a tech background to make a huge difference. A little bit of vigilance is all it takes to become your own best line of defense.
And the best news of all? Just by listening to this, by becoming a little more aware of these simple tricks and habits, you are already putting yourself way ahead of the curve. Seriously, just being careful is more than half the battle.
So I'll leave you with this challenge. What's one small step you can take today to make your digital life just a little bit safer? Maybe you'll go turn on those auto updates or create a new passphrase for your main email account. Whatever it is, taking that one small action is a huge win. Thanks for listening.